Hi, I'm Scott Naga and welcome to the special edition of NRMA Driver's Seat. Today, looking at a car that's only just got off the ship. It's the new 2010 model Range Rover Sport. The driver's seat has taken some early delivery of this vehicle so we can do some exclusive best car testing before the world launch. There's a host of new engines to choose from. Our tester has a 3-litre V6 twin-turbo engine option fitted, backed up by a seamless 6-speed automatic transmission. This engine generates an impressive 180 kilowatts of power. That's a 29% increase over the previous model and a class-leading 600 newton meters of torque. That's a 36% increase over the previous model that was equipped with a 2.7-litre V6 diesel engine. With this much power, it's claimed that the Range Rover Sport will accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometres an hour in just 9.3 seconds. So we decided to put it to the test, and we achieved 9.51 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometres an hour. Almost spot on. The ride in the Range Rover Sport was exceptional thanks to its comprehensive program of chassis refinements that have been introduced for the new model. The Range Rover steering is precise and delivers a good level of feedback to the driver under varying conditions. Even when pushed hard around the track, the Range Rover's handling always remained composed. And if you still insist and come into a corner a little bit too hot, the Range Rover's refined understeer control is going to do its best to start pull the vehicle up, and then we hit the skids. As part of our testing for Australia's best cars, we do a brake performance test from 80 kilometres an hour. This car achieved 23.87 metres from 80 kilometres an hour, which is not bad for a car that weighs just over 2.5 tonnes. The new Range Rover Sport is equipped with all the latest safety features, including electronic traction control, electronic brake force distribution, and dynamic stability control, just to name a few. And finally, the safety of 6 airbags. Some of the standard features on the new Range Rover Sport include a 6-speed adaptive automatic transmission with command shift, cruise control via xenon headlights, 19-inch alloy wheels, rear-mounted roof spoiler, automatic climate control air conditioning, leather seats with electric driver and front passenger adjustment, premium audio system, and remote central locking with push-button start. Externally, the new model is sporting some cosmetic changes. A new 2-bar front grille, a new bumper bar design, and light cluster finishes off a smarter, more elegant looking Rangie. The build quality, internal trims and paintwork throughout the Range Rover Sport is first rate, with top quality leather and plastic trims used throughout the interior. The dash and console on the Range Rover look a little bit busy at first glance, but after you take some time to have a look around and see what's happening, everything's pretty easy to use and pretty easy to work out. Even down to the controls for the four-wheel drive. It's all on a single knob for the different terrains. We can raise and lower the vehicle here. We've got a switch for the downhill descent control. Once it's engaged, all you do is take your foot off the brake and the car will brake itself down a hill. And then we move across to the steering wheel, where everything's conveniently located. Our everyday controls like the phone, the radio, cruise control, and our trip computer switches. The door pockets and the side doors of the Range Rover are a bit small, but you've got 2 large glove boxes to make up for it. Not too bad a size one there, and a much larger one lower down. Also, if we move to the centre console, you've got some cup holders and a large centre console armrest that houses a connection for your iPod and iPhone, and below that, a very deep console. Then, if we move across to the dash, nice and easy to read, it's clear, there's a nice big speedo. My only concern is that there's a little digital speedo in the middle that I think is a bit too small for this model. The only things I don't like about the car, the control switches here for your windows look like it's been an afterthought. They've been put up here quite high on the door. And your fold-down armrest. I'm a big fan of these, but when you go around left-hand bends, this armrest tends to get in the way, so it's going to spend most of the time up in its high position. People don't just buy the Land Rover Sport for its power and its styling, they also buy it for the space. And this car's got loads of space. You're never going to be left wanting for more room. Especially the driver and the kids in the rear, and you've got plenty of room for your golf clubs, the pram, anything you need when you go on your trips away. This car's got it all. When I talk about space, this is exactly what I mean. With the rear seats folded down, you've got all the room you'll ever need. What I like about the Range Rover Sport, it's smooth and quiet. It's well insulated from the outside world, especially the diesel engine. Fuel consumption has also improved by 8.9%, as the refined engine now delivers 9.2 litres per 100 kilometres, thanks to a unique parallel sequential turbocharger system, the first of its type to be fitted to a V-engine design, and it's backed up by Range Rover's 3rd generation common rail fuel system. And while we're talking about fuel, the Ranger needs a big pat in the back. It's one of the only vehicles in Australia that's fitted with a diesel misfueling device. Basically what that does, if I stick the unleaded Bowser into the diesel tank, it trips the flap. What happens now, the flap closes and I can't get any unleaded fuel into the tank. That's going to save you damage in your engine. The way to fix that, go to the back of the vehicle, get your special tool out, goes into the filler neck, clicks in and you pull it. As you can see, the flap's disengaged. Grab the correct diesel bowser, stick it in and start filling up our car. That's how easy it is. This device is going to save people tens of thousands of dollars in repairs and weeks of the car off the road. Prices for this model start at $99,900 and then you need to add on the statutory charges and dealer delivery costs. The Range Rover Sport is in its elements, either cruising on the open highways or hitting the dirt track.